Hello.
Bonjour.
Hola.
And welcome back to our channel.
Or welcome to any first-time viewers.
Enjoy a nice warm cuppa in the warm sun.
Should be a glass of wine.
Because we haven't been doing anything recently that's been worthwhile. We've been saving for our next trip to Spain. We'll be doing more videos then. However, we have been doing a little video.
We have lovely friends called Richard and Maria.
We actually have some friends.
Yes, Richard and Maria, they have their own YouTube channel and it's called A New Life in the Sun with Maria and Richard. No, it's not.
In the sun.
It's called A New Life in France with Maria and Richard Hall. And they upload a video every Sunday night. So unlike us, they are very dedicated.
Not lazy.
And you get a video unlike ours.
You can actually understand what they say because they don't have accents like ours.
No, they're not Geordie, so you don't need to put the subtitles on if you don't need with theirs. Anyway, we did a video with them. They interviewed us about our life here and why we are moving to Spain. If you head over to their channel, and we will put the link here or there or down there.
So that brought up some questions. Stu, you asked about if we would need a visa, what would happen with our French residency. So let's answer those questions. Stu, in answer to your question about can we just move from France to Spain with our French, inverted commas, European residency, the answer quite simply is no. We have to surrender our French residency and apply for Spanish, which Elaine will tell you about in a second. We were very fortunate applying for residency in France before Brexit under the withdrawal agreement, which made it really easy to do the application. Oh, how I wish it was so simple now. We just did an application online, got our 5-year residency. Later this year would actually change to a 10-year residency with all sorts of benefits. At the moment, we can travel out of France for up to 6 months. With our 10-year residency, we can actually be out of the country for 5 years, but that is not residency in another country. It just means we can be out of France for that time, but we have to come back. So yes, we have to apply for Spanish residency, or any other country in Europe, we would have to apply for residency.
As Andrew just said, I will now just briefly explain which visa we are going to be applying for, because there are a few options. We're going with the NLV, which stands for non-lucrative visa, and that is the one where you can't work for the first 5 years. What a shame. But it's the most common one, especially amongst retirees.
For those who are retirement age, it is handy to apply for an S1 to get your healthcare cover in European countries.
Yes.
There's an advantage of moving from one European country to another. And Elaine is going to explain what that is. It is a little bit easier than moving from the UK.
There are a couple of advantages to doing the move from France as another EU country to Spain, as opposed to going from the UK to Spain. One of those is we are going to be re-registering our car in Spain, and the car is French, so we will not have to pay the customs tax that UK people have to pay. So that's one advantage. The other advantage is the criminal records check that you have to get. We can get ours from France because by the time we apply, we'll have been in France for 5 years, and that's the time limit that you have to produce criminal records check for. If we'd only been here for, say, 3 years, we would have had to do 2 years in UK, 3 years here, and trying to get a UK criminal records check is a lot harder and a lot more costlier because the French one is actually free. Hopefully, some of you will have found that helpful. I know it's very short.
And boring. It's like a dead solemn one, isn't it?
It is. But I think it was just we wanted to answer those people who wanted to know whether or not it was easy just going from France to Spain, and if you can sort of transport your residency. And as we've said, you can't.
So we'd like you to know that this is our third attempt at making this video. We started yesterday at about 11 o'clock, I think it was, and we did a full set of video, only to find out that some of it didn't have sound on, and our cups weren't actually full of coffee at the time, and we were doing gestures like this, which would have been meant that it spilled all over the place. So we did another one at midnight last night indoors with the lights on. And what was wrong with that? There's something wrong with that one.
Well, I'd had enough by then.
Wine?
No, enough of
you
Cecil B. DeMille here with his filmography malarkey. I'd had enough. So we decided just to scrap everything we'd done prior. It's au revoir from him.
And goodbye from me.
Adios, hasta luego.
Adios. Adios.